Cliche City. Acho, are the Chiefs the NFL's biggest disappointment?
So instantly, my first take was yes, and it's not even close, right? That's what my first gut reaction was. But nah, they pay me too much to come out here and not do enough work. They pay me too much to come out here and lie to y'all. And you know what I'm saying? So I got to do my job. Chiefs aren't actually the NFL's biggest disappointment. I can give you two teams that are right up there with them. First, I'm going to start with the Patriots. Because the New England Patriots, Marcellus, Wiley, have the greatest coach the game has ever seen. Bill Belichick, the unequivocal greatest coach the game has ever seen.
No lies.
Tom Brady leaves, Belichick can only go 7-9. That's fine, because you need a year to rebuild, Bill Belichick. Plus, you got rid of Cam Newton and you drafted a first-round quarterback. That's fine. But now you're sitting at 3-4. Oh, you're 10-13 since Tom Brady's departure. Marcellus told me that Belichick just needed 1 year. Marcellus told me that Belichick would get this figured out. So we've let Bill Belichick and these Patriots skate. Let me tell y'all why the Patriots are actually a bigger disappointment than the Chiefs. Patriots got 3 wins on the season. They're 3-4. They beat Zach Wilson, a rookie quarterback, New York Jets. They beat Davis Mills, a rookie quarterback, Houston Texans. They beat Zach Wilson, again, knocked him out, rookie quarterback, New York Jets. The Patriots have 3 of the worst wins you will ever see. And it's hard to judge a win in the NFL. It's hard to win on Sunday. But it's not that hard to beat Zach Wilson and the Jets. And it's not that hard to beat Davis Mills and his, first career start ever. So my first thought is the Patriots, Marcellus, you have let skate. Incredibly disappointing. Who else more disappointing than the
let me
Chiefs?
hear another one, because that one ain't going to get it.
How about this?
What?
Miami Dolphins. Brian Flores was in talks for Coach of the Year just last year. They had 5 wins 2 years ago, 10 wins last year. They were 10-6 last year, y'all. They 1-6 this year, y'all. So when I look at the Dolphins who were doing this, 5 wins, 10 wins, 1 win. Well, y'all got rid of Ryan Fitzpatrick because y'all went all in, and I don't blame you, on Tua. But 1 win. Brian Flores, you was just in talks for coaching. 1 win. So the Chiefs are incredibly disappointing. Let's make no mistake about it. But the Chiefs are a prisoner of their own success. They're a 3-4 football team right now that is not playing well. But the only reason they are that disappointing is because of the bar that they set for themselves. But when I talk about the greatest coach of all time is 3-4, come on now, that's disappointing too.
Oh, come on now. I ain't your friend right now. We about to beef, homeboy. Wrong colors on, homie. Oh, man. Woo! Acho, I know you are in a losing battle right now. Because when the question is, are the Chiefs NFL's biggest disappointment, you had no ammunition for them. All you tried to do was shoot down anybody else that could be in competition for them as the biggest disappointment. Well, let me just start off by talking about your argument before I get to mine.
Please do.
And mine is going to be eloquent today. Oh, I'm ready for this. How many teams scored 50 points yesterday? Anybody? I watched a lot of football. Red Zone channel. I love it. I'm sorry, NFL.
Patriots.
Patriots did?
Yes, sir.
And they're the biggest disappointment? Okay. Couch stat. Any other team that you mentioned? Miami, New England. We're talking about a dynasty presently, currently. Anybody? Yeah, you better lean back in that chair. Unbuttoned too, bro. It's coming. Yeah. Whoa. Man, I can't believe that the Chiefs are the NFL's biggest disappointment. They are, and they know it, too. That's why he's getting up to the podium, Patrick Mahomes, Mr. Half a Billy. That contract, not really. Got a little silly. Shouldn't have done it, my man. Patrick Mahomes is cliche city right now. You know why? Because Patrick Mahomes understands this sentence, and it's going to be a run-on sentence. I know. Don't grade me, teacher, but I'm doing this on purpose. I'm doing this for the theatrics. The highest paid player in NFL history has the same record as Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. The same guy that you said was a disappointment. Interesting. Why is he in the same conversation as the highest paid player in NFL history? The highest paid player in NFL history has a completion percentage that is lower than Tua, who won't be the quarterback of that franchise going forward, all reports indicate. This same guy leads the league in interceptions. Trey Lance has a longer pass completed than him this year. Trey Lance, 1 play, Trey? Oh, my God. Jimmy G's yards per attempt are higher than Patrick Mahomes. These are all facts. Jameis Winston, 2-glove Teddy B, and Carson Wentz have higher quarterback ratings than the highest paid player in NFL history. And for some reason, people say it's not his fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? Yes, you did it, damn it. Silk the Shocker and Mystical on your head, Patrick Mahomes. Let me get to some ammunition why they're the biggest disappointment. They're drunk off their own success. I told you this months ago, and I'm going to say it again because people thought I was a hater then. I'm never a hater. Sometimes I'm too early with my truth. I get it. I told you they're going to be drunk off their success. Whenever you start talking about a dynasty, when you win one ring, I know that you're a little ahead of your skis, okay? 18 months ago, they start talking about a dynasty. And you know what they said? These are quotes. Oh, why 6? Why not win 7? More than Jordan. They said that out their mouth. That means they thought about that. More than 6. How about 7? You know, Michael Jordan was talking about championships, not games in the season, right? They might not win 6. They might not win 7 games this year, dog. This team is mediocre. It starts with the defense. It doesn't start with Patrick Mahomes. Be real. Patrick Mahomes realizes because he's drunk off his own success. Hey, everyone calls me the mini GOAT. I'm Patrick Mahomes. Look at this arm talent. I can cover up the weaknesses on my defense. I've been doing it for 2-3 years, right? Here's the problem. Because you are masking those problems, when those problems get greater than before, you have to do more than before. Why would Patrick Mahomes ever think that he should do more? But he has. And now he's pressing. And now he has 6 straight games with an interception. Now you look at Patrick Mahomes, in 2 of his last 6 games has his worst passer ratings. That includes the Super Bowl, and it includes yesterday. We're seeing Patrick Mahomes implode right before our eyes because he's trying to cover up all the issues on defense. All of that adds up to a dynastic team 18 months ago, now the NFL's biggest disappointment. Bow down.
So they are a huge disappointment. I'm not sitting here arguing that, but what I'm going to say is this. Sometimes we get caught up in narratives. Oh, my God, the Chiefs 3-4, how big a disappointment. And we let other cats skate.
Oh, let's go.
And the reason is that the Chiefs are supposed to be the captains of the NFL, the figurative leaders of the NFL. We're going to go story time, so. Remember when you were a freshman at Columbia?
Oh, yeah.
And off-season workouts, y'all running gassers. Get it. Touch the line! Touch the line! Now, a freshman can come in last place and we might not think anything of it. But let that senior, let that captain come in last place, and we gonna chew him out a little bit differently.
Yeah,
last place is last place now, coach. But the senior gonna get a little bit different treatment because the expectation is a little bit higher. When I think about disappointment, the Dolphins were the 13th best team in football last year. 13th. And AFC, NFC, 13th best in football last year. They're the 3rd worst in football this year. They went from 13th to 29th. They went from 10 wins to sitting at 1 win. Only teams worse than the Dolphins right now, the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans, who ain't got a quarterback. So, I understand why you want to throw heaps and coals onto the Chiefs, but it's just not the Chiefs. Now, we don't talk about Miami when they win, so I understand you don't want to talk about them when they lose.
That's me?
Yeah, that's you. Oh. But the fact of the matter is, the Dolphins are much more disappointing than the Chiefs.
That's a lie. And I hate to call you a liar, but if you tell another lie, you're a liar. But right now, you just lied. You just won. One is just, you ain't a thief if you just steal once. I stole once. I wasn't a thief, but if I kept stealing, nobody caught me. Then you're a thief. You lied. Just now, you just lied. The greatest highs of Miami, was that a Super Bowl championship 2 years ago? Yes or no?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so how can the lows make them the greatest disappointment if they ain't even achieved the same highs? It's when you are here, but you used to be here. That gap, the disparity is biggest disappointment. Not here and went here. That's Miami. Chiefs were here, and now they're right there. By Miami? Worse than that, by some of these players. Oh, my God, I'm going to have to just break it down. Patrick Mahomes, my man. You look around, you look at this team, and you realize this ain't it. And this is what's worse. It's going to get worse than better. The cap situation going to get out of control because Patrick Mahomes is half a Billy, bro. What resources are you going to get to complement what you need, especially defensively? You bring up teams like, oh, look at the Patriots, and those are some ugly wins. How about a win against Philly? A win against Washington? And I don't even know if it's a win against Cleveland because Baker gave you that game. But the point is, those are your wins. And you're Kansas City? The Chiefs? This ain't the Arrowhead I know. This is not the Chiefs team I used to play. This ain't the team I used to play against. Real talk. Let's be real. Let's call it out for what it is. There were some rumblings of this potentially being a reality for this team. Let's go back to before we fell in love with the airport shirts that Andy Reid wears, who we all respect. But you know what? Those gift store shirts used to not be so fashionable when people used to clown him, always getting close and never over the hump. You remember that? Philadelphia Eagles. That's my era.
Yes, sir.
And NFC Championship game. Then you get Patrick Mahomes and shoot. And all of a sudden, they feel like they arrived. And I think, no, you just reached one destination, as Tom Brady would tell you. Now it's time to reset the GPS. But they never did. They never changed their formula. As a defender, let's be real. Let's stop like, I'm going to win, you're going to win.
Yep.
If you're playing against the Chiefs, all you're telling yourself is, let Patrick Mahomes methodically beat me down the field, right? We know we're going to score. Look at this defense. I hate to say it, but we're going to put some points up. But how do we stop them from outpacing us, for having that kind of battle? Patrick Mahomes, take the boring plays. Take all of that. He's addicted to an exclamation point. He's addicted to something electric. He cannot take the methodical play. So as a defender, I saw this coming. Tampa Bay saw this coming. Tampa Bay did it. And teams continuously are doing it. It started last year with the Houston Texans, and now you're starting to see an trend.
But here's the thing, so you've had an issue with Patrick Mahomes. I've known this.
I do.
You've had an issue with Mahomes. It didn't start last year against the Texans.
It did.
Because he was 24 for 32, 3 touchdowns, no picks. So he balled in that game.
No. Patrick Mahomes is coming from here. You go to here, to the naked eye, you're like, he's still up there. And I'm like, nah. If you had that vantage point before, you know that's a little off the fastball. That's all I was saying. You know, like deep advanced baseball metrics.
But I will still give
exit velocity.
Patrick Mahomes is still second in the NFL in touchdown passes.
Beasting.
Second in the NFL in completions. So it's in completion yards. So it's not as though the real issue with Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going to get to this later.
Let's go.
Because the Chiefs are losing, the narrative has changed. Patrick Mahomes has very much so been like this at Texas Tech. He was like this the year he threw 50 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, y'all. It ain't like we ain't seen Patrick Mahomes be a very volatile quarterback before. But now that the Chiefs are losing, now we want to act as though the sky is falling. Now, is Patrick Mahomes turning the ball over more than he ever has? Yes. But it's not as though this is something unforeseen. It's not like he's a 0 interception on a season guy. He's thrown 12 picks in a season before, a 16-game season before.
He gonna pass that.
As I look at it, I'm not going to overreact to one, where the Chiefs are right now, two, the Chiefs being disappointed. The Chiefs defense, terrible.
Terrible.
As a result, Patrick Mahomes is pressing. Chiefs run game still ain't no good. Chiefs ain't done a great job of getting the big plays that they usually get. But I really look at it in totality. Every now and then a team will go through a lull. I think this is the Chiefs going through a lull.
This ain't no lull. This ain't. Oh.
So you think this is our new reality?
Oh, hell yeah. Until they change it. Yes. Wherever you are, there you are, bro. Like, you got to, what's our saying? You got to be where your feet are, right?
Where your feet are?
Where your feet right now? 3 and 4? What you thinking? You, what, 7 and 0? You not. Your feet are 3 and 4. This is how they got here, though. The defense said, hey, come here. We're not that good. And the defense has been bad, okay, bad in Patrick Mahomes' starting years, being real. And they've been opportunistic at times, but they've been okay to bad, right? But this time, Patrick Mahomes is chipping in. This is the problem. Patrick Mahomes is chipping in on some of the bad performances by this Chiefs team. Would you ever tell yourself and believe it before it's a reality that Patrick Mahomes would have a worse completion percentage than a rookie and Mac Jones on a team with no weapons? Would you ever thought that? Okay. Would you ever thought that Patrick Mahomes would be tied with another rookie, Trevor Lawrence, for the most interceptions and giveaways this season? Would you ever tell yourself that? No. These are reality. Would you ever tell yourself that Patrick Mahomes would have a fewer yards per attempt than Baker Mayfield, who throws it this far? Would you ever thought that would be a reality? What's this got to do with the defense now? Anybody? Defense? Anybody? Would you ever told yourself that Pro Football Focus, which I swear by, my football Bible, put my hand on it, look at it, Philippians 4:13 tells me that Patrick Mahomes is number 20th ranked at quarterback. 20th? Oh, hold on. Let me go to 4:12 and 4:11. Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones are ranked higher than Patrick Mahomes this year. Come on, man. Like, if we're going to call it like we call it, here's my thing. I got to go run on sentence again. Everybody talks about Patrick. This is my problem with Patrick Mahomes. It's my problem I have with anybody. I love giving props. I give props all day. Dog, you look clean. I always give you props. You, Acho, I give you props. I text you all the time. Dog, you keep killing it. Do that show, too. Do that show. Just don't forget about me. But just do your thing. Do your thing right. But also, I love, with the same energy, to give you constructive criticism. I'm like, look, you, anybody, I'm going to give you a pump, but deflate you as well. and do the same to me, because to me, that's reality. Patrick Mahomes gets all the pump, but when something goes wrong, they always want to deflate the defense and the team. I think this time we got to look at P. Holmes.